Hi everyone, welcome back to Weekly Endeavours for the 25th of August onwards. I'm Jackson. As always, timecodes in the description if you just want to look for one option. You know how it is. Now, once again, 20 items of any skill is one of the options. This is definitely the best. Treasure chest isn't too bad, especially if you want to collect like a specific set. But yeah, crafting with any skill is going to be better, because with this one you have to go out and usually I suggest public dungeons, they're the quickest way, whereas this one here you kind of don't even have to leave a town, or leave your own house really. 20 world bosses, definitely the worst option. This one here will take you a couple of minutes, this one here will take you probably 20 or 30, this one here will take you hours, so yeah, I wouldn't even bother with this one. Right, I'll start with crafting with any skill. There's two ways I suggest you do this, both basically sourcing almost everything yourself. Just an initial gold investment early on. So what you want to do is go to any chef in the game. Hizala, for example, can be found in Vulkhel. It's a place where you start with the way shrine by default, so it's easy to get it here. So yeah, but you can choose any chef, it doesn't really matter. So the reason you want to grab a chef is you open up the store and there'll be two recipes we're looking at: baked apples and banana surprise. If you have these already, great, but if you don't have them already, spend the gold and get these. As soon as you have these on one character, you are now set. You'll be able to do the crafting with any skill endeavors for free basically, and it takes like a few minutes at top. Alright, so now this is also why I like to go to Hizala for this. Vulkhel is also the place you want to go to actually get your provisioning items. So this pier right here is what you want to look at. So we'll head over there now. Alright, so once you arrive, you'll notice there's an apple basket here. We'll grab the apples from there. Apple. There's a tray here with some bananas in it and some apples. And then over here, there's a boat with an apple basket. Once you've got all this stuff, you can either stay here. And, okay, so we got basically like, 10 items, right? So now you're thinking, well, we need more. What you can do is, if you have access to Imperial City, you can queue into Imperial City from this location. Just accept, let it port you in. Now we look for the little tunnel with the door here. There's no fighting involved or anything, we're just using it to travel. When we return, you might notice the tray has stuff in it again. Not everything, but it has some stuff. So grab this, grab the apple basket again, the apple basket over here. Sometimes these will be empty, it's just the nature of containers in this game, it's just a bit weird. Basically just repeat this process until you've got enough items, because you can just do this over and over and over again. Now, just to the west, there is a cooking station basically over here, near where the grocer is. So if we come over here, you can see it right here. So use this cooking fire, go to food, go to vegetable, not vegetable dishes, fruit dishes. So we've got baked apples, banana surprise right here. These are what we're looking at. So now use the apples and bananas that you've received, and you can just go and craft a bunch. And yeah, you can do the same thing with your apples, your bananas, and we'll craft 10 there, and that's it. Very easy. Now, I'll just go through another option that also works really well, but honestly, 20 items, that works better, that works more than enough. One more thing, Chef, the passive here in provisioning, once you level this skill line enough, you want to get this, because every one apple, it'll craft 2 baked apples, and same with bananas. Any item of provision that you use, it'll give you more and more per item used. So it speeds up the process. And basically, once you've got a couple of passives in this, you probably will have to just do this once. Just collect all the items and then immediately do it. So it shortens the endeavor even more. Okay, the second option is to come to Belkarth, and there's an apple orchard right here, and as you can see, there are fucking crazy amounts of apples all over the place. So I'll just go through a quick circle that I basically travel to get my apples. So you've got 5 baskets here. You've got 4 over here, so there'll be these little shacks here. So there's 2 there, 2 here. Come down the hill, go towards this part. There's 2 baskets there, a couple of baskets here, a couple of baskets there. There's a bunch of them on this this section here. A couple of baskets here. Come down here. You've got a few more baskets over here. a few here, and then you've also got this table with some baskets on it. From this point, that's everything. And just like with the pier at Vulkhel Guard, just come back to this location and then queue for Imperial City and then come back. Or if you don't have access to Imperial City, if you're below level 10 on every character, just go, like, leave the zone and come back. The reason I use Imperial City is because it does the same thing. It resets the zone if you leave it, like if you leave the zone completely. And yeah, Imperial City is the quickest way to do that. But yeah, any method that actually has you leave the zone will reset all the containers in the zone. So that's what you do. Now, there are two people here that are like civilians, or there's a civilian and a guard. So if they see you steal these apples, they'll give you a bounty and the guard will face you. However, these are the only people that are here and that will ever see you. There's seriously fuck all. Like, it's not like the wild creatures are going to spot you. What you can also do to make things even better is you can kill this guy. If you feed on him or use the Blade of Woe on him... Oops. God damn it, I swear I use that altar every time. I'm trying to bloody loot all. I forget that I have ordered it on. Anyway, so the yeah, you can kill him, and then all you've got to deal with is the guard. And the guard, like, walks off there sometimes and isn't even an issue. And then you can just stay stealth and, yeah, he pretty much cuts to you. And even then, like, you can kind of be pretty close to the guy and he won't spot you doing this. Like that, for example. The guard was right there and he didn't see me steal those. So yeah, you can kind of... There is a lot you can get away with, but just to be safe, just make sure you're stealth and hidden. But yeah, there's so many apples here. Like, you'll most likely get enough apples for 20 crafts, even if you don't have the skill line leveled up much. So getting access to Belkarth, if you haven't been here before, you can either just let someone bring you here. That's usually the way people do it. Or there's an add-on called Go To. You might be able to use Craglorn to get here as well. I'll link that add-on in the description if you want it, or you can use Home Tours. So if you go to Home Tours, browse homes, go to Elenia Private Arena. This one, when it decides to load. Okay, there we go. That's fucking Home Tours being weird. So yeah, just travel to one of these. And it's completely free. What this will do is, once you leave the front door of that house, it will take you here. So from this point, you just travel west, and yeah, you'll get to Belkarth. As soon as you actually enter the zone, you'll unlock the way shrine. So yeah, from there, it's all good. So if you need a provisioning station in Craglorn, from the door in Crossroads Tavern, just come over here. The cooking fire is right here. Just come through. Food, fruit dishes. So yeah, it's just this area here, Crossroads Tavern. Oh wow, master. Okay, so let's chat about treasure chests. So you can find these all over the place, randomly in zones, sometimes in dungeons, sometimes with treasure maps. Also, thieves' troves do work too. There is only one real way I suggest doing treasure chests though for weekly endeavors, otherwise it just takes ages and it's kind of unreliable. Yeah, let me do this master one real quick. Okay, firstly, treasure maps. So every now and then you'll probably get one of these in your inventory from doing dolmens, from opening chests sometimes. Thieves' troves as well, you get them. Mostly if you want to do anything treasure map related though, you usually get them through guild stores. So for example, I'll just get this one, go have a look at Bleak Rock. So you head to a location that is related to the treasure chest, you open up the chest using the dirt mound, and then you loot it. So as soon as you loot it, that counts as one treasure chest. So firstly, lost treasure. You can use this add-on to tell you where the treasure chest is on the map, or you can just look it up on the web as well. There's usually tons of websites that explain where to get all the different treasure maps, if you just look up the specific treasure map. And yeah, you can, while you're looking for these treasure maps, you can also just be on the lookout for regular chests. But let me just also... God damn it. Let me show you some other things that will help with this. So, firstly, map pins. This add-on If you go to filters and enable treasure chests just here, every potential spot for a treasure chest in the old zones will be shown here. It doesn't work for every zone though. I'm pretty sure for most new zones they haven't been updated. Belkarth was the same when we had a look at it before. Yeah, let me have a look at, for example, West Skyrim. So it's enabled here, but yeah, it doesn't show any of them Western Skyrim. So yeah, just in the old zones it's really good, but yeah, it's nowhere near as reliable here. Another thing, if you have access to Greymoor and Western Skyrim, you'll also have access to Excavation. If you level this skill line up a lot, you'll have access to Keen Eye treasure chests. This basically does the same thing as like the Keen Eye for crafting nodes, where it'll highlight or like sort of add like a glowing effect to chests when you get close enough to them. And that can be a really great way of showing chests, especially like the weird looking ones in dungeons, can be really handy for that. But yeah, usually they will look the same and you'll know what to look for. What? Holy shit. No, okay. I'll just leave, see what happens. Nice. I'm not fucking paying money for that. Alright, those methods, they're not great. The best method by far for chests is to use public dungeons. The reason for this is they have a separate like spawning system where just in the public dungeon there must be a certain amount of chests up at a time. And that means with the just small area with a dense lot of treasure chests all over the place, you will usually find a couple of these per minute if you know where to look. So for example, this is Labyrinthian, sorry, really blind. This is found in Western Skyrim, Greymoor. This is, in my opinion, the best to use. Probably not the easiest to get chests for, but this place gives you a really good set. It's called Venomous Smite. It's easy to use. It's pretty good, like damage dealer proc set. And yeah, just something I use personally alongside Order's Wrath for just like a decent damage dealer build that's really easy to set up. So I like coming here just to see if I can get some stuff. So a few things to look at. Please try your absolute hardest to have these two things. Firstly, Legerdemain, Locksmith. This thing helps fucking heap. Forcing locks. Basically, if you've got a shit ton of excess like lockpicks, which you usually do if you play this game long enough, you can force them, like you can break them, and it skips the entire like chest unlocking minigame, which is great for simple ones because they usually take the longest, and they're usually the most common one. The other thing is here. Treasure Hunter. Increases the quality of items you find. This is fucking pivotal for public dungeons, because all the simple chests that you get, they will start giving you the content of intermediate chests, which means you always have a chance to get a set item from every chest, no matter what, even simple ones. Normally, basically don't. But yeah, you want that one as well. You also want, if possible, a build that either has Cloak or a Vampire maxed out with Unnatural Movement level to 2. This also, so when you're stage 4, when you sprint for 3 seconds, you become invisible. So what you can use this for is all the enemies that you don't want to bother fighting in these places. You can literally just ignore them. Like you can run around them and they cannot see you. It's got its limitations. If you jump, for example, it takes you out of it, and it can be very difficult sometimes to get back into invisibility. It's mostly related to how close enemies are, but yeah, it's amazing. I use it all the time. Because yeah, like you sprint at max on foot speed while you're invisible. It's crazy. Alright, so what I'll do now is I'll just go through. There's 4 public dungeons that are really good for this, that I personally think are better than the others. Could be that there's others as well that are as good as this, but these are the ones that I've personally just turned into my stomping ground sorts of things. Labyrinthian, I've gone through this one. I've got Imgur posts for all these dungeons, where all the locations for the chests are. So if you want to have a look at them, they'll be in the description. One of the other ones is Deshan, Forgotten Crypt. This is where you get Mother's Sorrow, which is a really good Magicka just crit chance stat. You've also got in Rivenspire, Obsidian Scar. This is where you get Dark Stride, which is actually something I use on this build here. And the last of the 4 is Rozek's Wheel. So this one here, you get... this is where you get Spriggan, which is an okay stamina damage deal stat. But you can also get a lead for the Ring of the Pale Order from the chest in here. And this is kind of one of the most annoying ones to do, usually. Yeah, I'll have, as I said, I'll have all the chest locations for you. So now I'm just going to do a run through of this place and just, yeah, show you what I would do to just get this done as quick as possible. Alright, so starting off, come up the stairs. I always check this spot first. This one right here. This is where we found the chest before. I jump up here, check this one. Here, check this one here. Up the stairs here, check this one. Come down here, check that one. Let's get my invisibility back up. As soon as you fall off something, you lose it. So, yeah, it's one of the biggest weaknesses of vampirism. Gravity. Come down here. This one around the spider, it's just there. Check that one. In here, go through the window, look there, you can see a chest there. There's a chest here, usually. Now this spot's good, because you can't actually be spotted by these trolls anywhere around this chest, so you can just take it without them actually seeing it. There's a chest location over here, next to this group of that troll. You can see it there. Careful here, because there's skeletons in the snow that you can't see. There's another chest there. This boss here is quite nasty. The shockwaves he does from the front do a lot of damage. The chest here. Come down here. Again, ignore the enemies there. In this hut, there is a chest location right here. Now there is a chest location in there, but what I like to do is I wait until the end. I'll show you why. Up here. Chest location here. I go diagonally there so I don't fall off the stairs and lose my invisibility. So now you go past these guys here, and if you jump off here, it'll take you to this chest location. I usually just grab that one, and then come back down the stairs, and you'll see we're back out here, pretty much where we started. So I just begin my my rotation again. Now if you want to do the inside, I'll just show you that as well. So if you want to go inside, I usually like to go this way, up the stairs here. You can see that chest there on the left there, or on the right, sorry, with the troll. So this area here. So coming through here, you'll see a group of enemies right away. So just go past them. There'll be a few Death Lords, if you remember from Skyrim. There's a chest location here. So basically we want to go down here, through here, pick this one, and then go through here and make our way out this way. That's the plan here. Come through here. It is worth it killing these bosses if you can, because they drop weapons, and the weapons are the thing you're usually waiting for the longest for these steps. So coming through here, there's another boss in here that you can fight. On the left here, there's a spider, and there's a chest right next to the spider there, so you can check that one. Come back here. Just careful coming through here, because yeah, there's bumps and weird mounds everywhere, so it might cause you to go out of invisibility. Over here, you'll see the Wisp Mother boss over here. You can fight her if you want. which is not too bad. But yeah, just going past here, you can see another chest over here. If you turn left, come through here. The last chest location's down here. And if you haven't fought the group event, it's in here. This guy's a bit weird. But yeah, it's just, yeah, typical group event usually. Back up the road, past the ghosts, and yeah, the door's right here. Got enemies both sides there. The chest location over there that we saw before, and down over there is where you get into the tower. From here, you get back to the beginning, and then you can just repeat the process. And it's pretty similar for the other places, but I find this is like. Actually, no, I think Razak's the biggest. Yeah, that's you can't really do a full circle in those places, I think. Okay, last of the three options, world bosses. So if there's a world boss that I suggest getting to just because it's easy to find, the Daggerfall Waste Shrine, Western Overlook, just literally slightly northeast of the Waste Shrine. I gotta admit though, this boss is pretty fucking rough. There are definitely much easier ones out there. Main thing to watch out for is like the backhand bitch slap. That one there. It has a very quick telegraph. You can block it, but it's very difficult to like spot when it's going to happen. The heavy attack does a fair bit of damage too, so yeah. The bitch slap is like the worst thing. That thing there. Like, look how much damage it does for how little telegraph there is. But when he does this, let him do it, because it doesn't affect you in any way, as long as you just stand slightly out of it. It basically doesn't do anything while he's doing that. Do this again. You have to understand, I've fought this guy, I'd say... I think, honestly, 100 times. So I'm just, like, kind of used to his backhand thing. I just know it's coming. Yeah, it takes some, like, getting used to. Yeah, there you go. So, that was, what, 2 minutes-ish? And now is the main reason I kind of avoid this one. Because now we have to wait for this guy to respawn, and that takes ages. So, there are... Now, I do... like to make a case for mythics if you're looking for certain leads, because some mythics require you to kill certain bosses, and I gotta be honest, there are times where I've had to kill a boss a lot, but I don't think there is a single time I had to kill a boss 20 times in order to get this done. But you know, still fine, I think, if you want. It will take a few hours though, at least. But yeah, let me go through some options, right? So yeah, Western Overlook. Normally there's people here, but in this case it's America at like the opposite prime time, so nobody's on usually. So yeah, expect a couple of people to be here, so you can kind of just chillax here. Grantwood, oh sorry, not Grantwood, Green Shade. This is a good one, because there's two Waste Shrines, world bosses right next to each other. You've got Rootwater Spring and Reconnaissance Camp. And this is good too, because there's a lead for, I believe it's Wild Hunt. But as you can see here, there is one lead for the Ring of the Wild Hunt in Green Shade. So if you want that one, and you haven't got it yet, oh yeah, you can kill those ones. But yeah, as I said, usually it takes you less than 20 world bosses, but it could take more. You know, it definitely, for me, when I did the Elden Hollow one, it took me literally like, I'm not even kidding, like a 50 times, I would say. Not 100, but yeah, 50. So yeah, some of these can be fucking brutal, and in that case, you might be able to do it. Malabal Tor is another one. You need a lead here as well for Wild Hunt. For Oakensoul is another example. The world boss in Stonefall, this one here, you need to kill that one maybe quite a few times in order to get that lead. That's like the only time I'd really bother with this one, is if you're looking for like certain leads for world bosses. Other than that, I personally just do the other options. But yeah, so you got this one here, easy to reach. One of the easiest, or two of the easiest in the game, though, personally, world bosses to fight are Lesser Circle here, especially if you're a ranged build, because if you can stay away from them and just don't interrupt them when, just like this guy, don't interrupt them when they do channels, and they'll spend half the time doing AoEs that you can easily avoid, especially if, like I said, if you range, you're like way too far away for them to do anything. And like every other time, they're basically just like trying to chase you. And yeah, it's like super duper easy. And this one here is also really easy. There's like times where they'll bury under the ground and like not do anything for a little while. And it basically just like gives you a moment's respite to get all your resources back. So yeah, another easy boss that doesn't really do much aside from that. So yeah, if you haven't been to Alikir Desert before, House of the Silent Magnifico through home tours makes it very easy to reach these places here without many issues. But yeah, other than that, you know, there are some easier bosses as well. Other than that, like Abomination's pretty easy. You can actually set this guy off balance and knock him over. It's like one of the few world bosses I know of that you can do that. But yeah, I imagine it's just a oversight. But yeah, like I said, wouldn't really bother with this one too much other than that. Okay, so you know the drill. Any questions or any extra insight for world bosses or treasure chests, whatever you want to add, just go for it. But that's weekly stun. It's very straightforward, this one, as have been the last couple. I think we're due for a bad one, the next one, but we'll see. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, Belkarth, as always. We'll see you next time. Take care for now.